Good morning, Starshines. I almost ended stream instead of turning on my mic, which would have been bad. Hello, Cryptic. Congrats on making it in a few seconds before Toot. Hello, Toot. I'm sorry, I had to take Toot's little tiny hammer away because Twitch is being twitchy. We are just waiting for the ads to run out. And then we'll get started on some stitching. Good morning, good morning. Morning moon. Wow, Cryptic. Wow. I hope everyone enjoys their morning coffees. Toot confirming that she still has power. Ads are almost done. We're gonna give people a few seconds to come in. I forgot to do a thing. Alright, there we are. Good morning, Starshines. That was the wrong cadence. Good morning, Starshines. The earth says hello. There you go. I'm feeling good this morning, which is why you get unexpected singing from the person who cannot carry a tune in a dump truck. Hi, Earls. Are you done with my spit? I put Frank on early about 45 minutes ago, and she has not moved until now. And then he fell off. Or Frank. But yes, I have my little Frank that we finished the other night on stream with Cryptic. Hi, Earls. Yeah, now it's covered in early fur. I did him on plastic canvas and cut him out. So he's actually quite large because this is 7 count plastic canvas. So he's not a super tiny Frank. He's kind of like a normal sized Frank. I mean, compared to what an actual poppet would be, he's probably tiny. But compared to what other people stitched, he is large. Large Frank. And this camera is in no way picking up the highlighter green of... Like, it's making it look kind of like a muted highlighter yellow. It is violently green in person, and I love it. But yeah, he's all done. I got all the back stitching in. This was a fun experiment. I'm definitely going to do more on plastic canvas. Hi, Earls. So I thought Frank would join us today. I also have my Cat Dad mug. Yeah, I can't really show you, but it says Cat Dad. I actually, on Thursday's stream with Cryptic, I was drinking out of the Cryptic merch Poke Around and Find Out mug. Completely forgot to show camera. Completely spaced. But if you would like a Cryptic Entity mug, he has them on the merch store. I know. And it's actually Toot's mug. I stole it for stream. I'm drinking hot chocolate today. I'm not drinking coffee. I'm just feeling a hot chocolate this morning. I love hot chocolate. Yes, absolutely. Please do share the link. I was going to ask, and then I immediately forgot. Yes, crypticentity.com. You can get merch. I have. Hello. I have a t-shirt and a beanie, and Toot has a hoodie and a mug. Fantastic. Hi. But yeah, I'm drinking hot chocolate this morning because I just felt like hot chocolate. I really love trying different hot chocolates. Like, I like plain hot chocolate every now and then, but this one is red velvet cake, and I'm really enjoying it. And on Thursday's stream, I had cherry sundae, which was incredible. So we've got quite a few. We picked up like a little gift set that's got 9 different types of hot chocolate in it. I'm very excited to go through them. I like hot chocolate. Good gift idea for me: a mug, flavored hot chocolate, flavored coffee. Got gift ideas on the brain. But yes, welcome in everyone. I appreciate you guys being here. I know it's a busy time of year. Dude says no more mugs. Yes, more mugs. I collect mugs, if you hadn't guessed. It's a busy time of year, so I'm very grateful that you're taking a few minutes out of your day, a couple hours out of your day to be here. I really do appreciate it. Speaking of the holidays, the stream schedule for next week is going to be standard. I'm going to be doing co-working Monday and Thursday, cross stitch on Saturday, and Toot is going to be Toot's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday again. So if you need a little bit of calm and structure in your next week, we'll be here for you. We got you. You made up for the kids, steamed milk cocoa powder, and then frothed it up on the coffee pot. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That sounds good. Oh, ho, 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 ho. See, when I was a kid, we had hot chocolate powder, but I wasn't allowed to make it with milk or cream because that would have been too many calories. So I always made it with water, and then when I grew up, as a little treat, a little sneaky treat to myself, I started adding just a little bit of milk. So that's how I make it now, is I add a little bit of milk or creamer. I used Irish cream creamer today. And then I kind of like make a hot chocolate slurry in the bottom of the cup, and then I add the hot water. So it makes sure that all the hot chocolate dissolves. It says we also made it with water, but 'cause money. Yeah. That probably played a part as well, but yes. So today, yes, what am I stitching on? You guys may recognize this project. This is the Magical Year Sal. This is 2025's, I almost said 2024, 2025's temperature sal. So I started last December and I stitched this little family. So it does include Pico. I might have to stitch a little Sam in. I might even put a little Sam up here, or around here actually it would be. Cryptic's vaguely remembering water. You haven't made it or had it in so many years. It's so good. I always forget how good it is until winter rolls around. And Moon still has the reflex to do it that way with a dollop of milk on top. I'm also like, I don't like stuff super rich or creamy or like sweet, so just a little bit of milk is good for me. But then that might just be how I was raised drinking it. Anyways. So yeah, I might, now that I think of it, I might add a little Sam up here. Just dropping in. But I stitched all of this last December. And then since then, each of these sparkles represents a day and the median temperature on that day. This extra sparkly is the day that we moved and kind of started our new life. So yeah, you can see it starts from the lightest purple is the coldest. So you go cold through the hottest parts of the summer, which were the dark green, and then we're coming back into the purple. And I'm so good at, I'm so close to being done. I'm gonna add a little Sam to my hot cocoa. Yeah. I'm so close to being done. So this is caught up through December 1st. So I'm gonna stitch with you guys December 2nd to 19th because I don't know the median temperature for today. And then on the 31st, I'm just gonna finish it. I'm not gonna worry about keeping up between now and the 31st, but I want it done on the 31st. I will try and get temperature data for that day. If not, I'll just wing it. But I want to be done on the 31st, and I'll feel very accomplished. So yeah, it's I've worked on this the entire year, which is really cool. For a while there, I was keeping up weekly, and then I dropped off. But even doing a month at a time doesn't take very long because each day is 5 to 6 stitches. So it's not very much. And what I've been doing, here's my needle, is I haven't been finishing off my threads. I'm kind of like leaving them hanging here because in between stitching sessions, this is kept in a bag. It's never out for the kids, and I stitch on it very, very shortly, so I don't have stuff hanging around that they could potentially get into. So yeah, so I already grabbed my data. Last time we worked on this on stream, I think I spent like the first 45 minutes of stream trying to write what's the word I'm looking for? A formula to spit out the color of floss that I would need based on the temperature. And then I gave up and just stitched for the rest of stream. I've already got my data, so I'm not doing any data gathering or formula messing around with on stream. We're just stitching today. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is looking. I did release a pattern for another temperature cell for 2026. I'm not going to be stitching it myself. But if you would like some kind of tracker for the next year, and I mean, you don't have to do temperature, you can do your mood, you can do books you read, you can do number of minutes you spent playing video games, you can do what your favorite color that day was, all kinds of stuff. But I did one, and it's a snake, and then each day is a stripe on the snake. So he's like super long and twisty. And he'll get his stripes as the month progresses. He's super cute. Very like Richard Scarry inspired design. Okay, so I had 550. And then the next one is 311, which I actually don't have attached. Do I have any 311 with me is the question. I do, thank God. It says it's such a clever design for a yearly tracker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It was a fun one to design, and I started stitching the model up. That was a lot of fun. So this one, you need to look at the pattern every time you stitch it. What I like about the snake is that if you do the outline of the snake first, you don't have to refer to the pattern at all for the rest of the year. Because it's outlined for you, so you just fill in the stitches as you go. It's that coloring book stitching that Moon and I enjoy so much. Where did you come from? You belong in the art jar. Oops. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I know for some of you it's a little bit early on a Saturday. For some of you, you've already been up for hours. But if you're stitching along with me, what are you working on? I think Toot is having a vague cry. No, Toot is not crying. But I think the project they're working on at one point said that. Yeah, it's a vague cry day. Toot's working on a stitch, and the line of text she was stitching is vague cryptid, but all she had managed to do was the vague cry when she shared her progress pic, and that's all we can think of now. Vague cry. Oh my god, can I start a thread? No. So my method for stitching this. The other reason that I like the snake Sal is that you know what to stitch next. Like it's stripes in order. This one you kind of have to like pick a method. So it isn't obvious which day comes next, which sparkle comes next. So I've been going kind of like down in a row like this and then back up, and down in a row like this and back up across. As the days progress, because I'm trying not to force color. I'm not trying not to force randomness, because when you try to make something look random, it isn't truly random. True randomness has big clumps of color, and that's what I kind of like about the temperature stitching, is you have no control over what the colors are going to be. But I do have control over which colors I can put where, so I'm trying to just do it in a row so that I'm not yeah, trying to artificially create randomness. Like, oh, there's 3. I dropped a spoon. It's fine. I'm not trying to... Oh, there's 3 of the same color here. I have to make sure that there's a different one. No. We're going in order. I do like it when it works out that if I have one different color, like one day that was super hot or super cold, and that happens to be like a bigger sparkle, I like that. Hey, crazy lady, welcome in. Good morning, or good afternoon for you, I guess. It was really nice hearing your voice last night. Crazy lady doesn't stream, but she does make occasional guest appearances on Cryptic streams. Yes, Toot, can you please do shops? Or shop? Absolutely. Even if you guys don't buy anything from the Etsy, favoriting the shop and favoriting the patterns helps us show up in search results. Good morning, Wanna. Good morning. Welcome in. And thank you, crazy lady, for that. I really appreciate it. Crazy Lady and Hellcat are my favorite ghost hunting duo. They're so chaotic, but like not in a we're just trying to screw the game over and not actually play way. Just in a fun way. Okay, so that's my 311 star. Toot and I are actually going to play some Faz this afternoon, hopefully. If you guys follow Toot, she plays Phasmophobia on stream Sundays and Mondays, but there's a special event going on this week. Well, there's two special events going on this week in the game. One is the winter event, which is really fun and cool, and then the other is double XP week, which means that I have to do some grinding and or sitting in someone's truck while they grind, so that I can once again become a van princess that is high enough level to carry Toot, because I am not that high level at the moment. And I wish to be. A van princess is, for people who don't play the game, is someone who just sits in the van and, like, does help, but doesn't actually go in the house to investigate. And often the van princess is a higher level, so can provide better equipment for the people doing the actual hunting. I wouldn't say I'm a sugar daddy, I am a glucose guardian. Moon likes that gender neutral version. Yeah, the alliteration is nice. I think Toot came up with it. Toot either came up with it or heard it somewhere else, but I got it from Toot. So Toot's having a vague cry on their cross stitch. Stitching a vague cry, not having one. Moon's working on getting out of bed, which, valid. I'm working on Magical Year. You guys are working on anything or just chilling? You can definitely share. I don't have a backup project for today. So I might have to like pause and run away to grab something else to stitch on if I do get caught up. Oops. It now says vague cryptid D. That tracks as well. You are a vague cryptid D. So depending on how far I get in this, we might be also doing a start a new project on stream with me, because I have a shop sample that I need to get started on because I want to release the pattern in mid-January, which means I have to actually stitch the model stitch. But it's fine. Or Faz hoodie. Well, I wasn't going to stitch that one on stream. I do have to design the Faz hoodie. Maybe we can do that together. Toot has a Phasmophobia themed hoodie, and I am designing, so the game has achievements and you get different badges for the achievements. They're like little round like scout badges. So I'm designing all those in cross stitch, and then Toot is stitching them up on the sleeves of this Phasmo sweater like she's getting achievement badges. Which is so fun. I have done several of them. The badge for this winter event is so unnerving. It's basically Cryptic's eye contact, but with a nutcracker. It's very unnerving. That's 2 stars of 550. I'm just going to I mark off what days I've done so that I don't lose track of where I am. Because I didn't do that last time I finished this, and I was like, what are these two, like, did I do the next 2 days? What is this? And then we've got 1 of 311. So 311, which is this dark blue, that represents -5 to 0 temperatures. And then the dark purple represents -10 to -5 Celsius. Yeah, that's correct. And then we are going to get into a lighter purple, which represents -15 to -10. Where am I? Where are you? I also have to tick off on my pattern what I've done. Hey Julie, welcome in! I think I officially have more European viewers than I have North American viewers now. No, I think I'm about equal. Julie, speaking of, I need to get to the printers to get your pattern in the mail to you. It may not happen until after Christmas now, just because this week is wild. But it is at the printers ready to pick up. I just need to go and get it. Yeah, it's all ready to go. I've got your envelope all ready to go. Got your stickers ready to go. We had a giveaway last Saturday. Last Saturday? Saturday before? What is time? Time has no meaning anymore. I think it was last Saturday. It was. And Julie won. Yeah. Yes, I have to start a shop sample this afternoon after I finish another little stitch. Which means I have to hibernate other shop samples. I looked at my whips today. I've got 8 whips right now, right? 5 of them are shop samples. Or my own design. Like, I'm counting this as a shop sample because it's my pattern, but I already released the pattern, so it's not. Anyways, 5 of them are my designs, and 3 of them are other people's designs, and I was like, I need to stop starting things of mine that aren't urgent and stitch more things from my friends, because that will bring me happiness. Like, I have a JetX stitch on the go, and I have a Dimensions kit and a Witchy Stitcher, but like, I want to stitch stuff from Steph and Tracy and Amanda and Liz and all the friends. So I think what I'm gonna do, at least for the next few weeks, is go back to the familiar comfort of Toot's 3 project rotation. One shop sample and 2 things for friends. Why do I only have 5% battery left? Were you not charging overnight? Are you not entertained? My PK tablet almost died. It's fine. We averted catastrophe. Are you charging now? Apparently my PK tablet. was unplugged. Jilly would have been on a little earlier, but you've been returning your room to organization because you moved it around just after lunch. Yes, let's go. And yes, Toot says we're going to be doing some of that this afternoon. We are. We've got, after the Great Flood, we've got boxes upon boxes of stuff. I mean, we don't have that many boxes of stuff. It feels like more than it is. But we're going to unpack and reorganize and maybe do some decorating. So, yeah. In between Phasmophobia rounds. Thanks for grabbing your coffees. Julie says, yeah, boxes feel like a lot very easily. Yeah. Especially when they're boxes of the same thing. So you're all, like, you just have to take them out of the box and put them in the same spot. There's not a lot of executive function required, but it still feels like a lot of executive function is required. I was feeling the itch to work on Woodland Enchantress earlier this month, and you guys saw how much progress I made in like 3 days. And then I was like, okay, I'll try and shoot for 35%, and now I'm like, I'm at like 33%. I think that might be good for the month. So I haven't decided if I'm going to put it in rotation or not. Because I also want to work on Pumpkin Couple a bit, which is my Witchy Stitcher piece. Okay, so that's 550, which means that we have to start. I'm actually going to skip a star because I can do that pretty. No, I'm not going to skip a star because that way lies madness. What was I saying? I've completely forgotten what I was saying a second ago. I was talking about Woodland Enchantress, yes. Thank you. Toot says the 3-pattern rotation does such good things for your decision fatigue. Yeah, like, whenever I do it, it's so easy because I don't have to think about what I'm going to work on that day. And then I fall out of it because one pattern kind of like catches my imagination and then that's all I want to work on. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add Woodland Enchantress into the rotation because I really want to get some work in on Pumpkin Couple. I was thinking a lot about that project. That's my Witchy Stitcher project. And the Green Bungalow from JetX Stitch has just been such an enjoyable stitch. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a 4-project rotation. Who knows? And then my friends keep posting. The friends keep posting new patterns. Releasing new things. Who released a pattern yesterday that I was like, oh my god, I need this. Oh, I was browsing Etsy at night. I browse Etsy to fall asleep, which is such a mistake. It wasn't Meg C. I can't remember. I took a screenshot of it. Will that help me remember? No. Toot says, I've really enjoyed watching my Leshy from Witchy Stitcher grow as I work on him. Yeah, I love that piece. The use of color in it is really great. Oops. Nobody saw that I just pulled the floss completely through without actually securing it. I do love witchy stitcher pieces, and I'm looking forward to doing more of them. I kind of set Pumpkin Couple aside because you saw nothing. Because I'm gonna have a very tight margin on the bottom of the piece. Like, I'm half an inch maybe. So I kind of set it down because like I didn't want to deal with that possibility. But I feel like I'm emotionally in a place where I can handle that. So the next thing I'm gonna do is like stitch my way in a straight line down, which I've done before. Like, just done the first stitch of each row instead of filling in each row on my way down. I'll do the first stitch of each row because that's so much more accurate than counting, and it's more permanent than counting. I might do that down and that up on Pumpkin Couple, just to reassure myself that I'll actually have room to stitch it. Nobody saw anything, Toot. I don't know what you mean. I'm also going to do some glow in the dark on that piece. It doesn't call for glow in the dark, but everything's better with a little glow in the dark. Glow. Glow you? Glow you? I can't tell if that's an excited glow or an ew glow. Because it looks really good. It's just a bit of a pain to work with. Ah, type. Typo. Type. I'm just gonna say type. Glow. Yeah. I swear I took my meds this morning. Ah. I just closed my spreadsheet. And now it's scrolled all the way back to the top. You love some glow, but you left yours in the uni room for the holidays, so you can't add it to anything at the moment? Aw. That's too bad. But when you get back, glow. I have to design... I want to keep working on my Phasmophobia landscapes. And I really want to do a Nell's Diner one with just like rolling clouds and the giant skeleton hidden in the rolling clouds. You're also remembering why you usually have an extension lead in your room because of where your bed is. You kind of need it. Oh, I hate when you're trying to like plug stuff in and rearrange and you're like, wait a second. Wait a second, I need plugs. I need space. Toot says that she's hyped for Nell's. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun pattern to design. I'm excited to design it. Windy sandstorm might be good weather for that. Yeah. Yeah, I might do cloud, like rolling clouds on the top and then sandstorm across the middle. Because I need... The thing with those landscapes is that I hide the ghosts, which means I need to hide them in big blocks of white. Although not so big blocks of white, because I really like what I did with Bleasdale where I hid them in the fence. So one of the weathers for Nell's Diner is windy, and whenever that happens there's a sandstorm, and whenever that happens all we can think of is do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Thank you for the hydrate, dude. Have some more of my delicious hot chocolate. Oh, that's so good. I really like and recommend, if you ever see them, is like it's called like the Village Sweet Shop or something like that, and they're just little single serve hot chocolates, and they come in like 40 billion flavors. Those are my favorite. The cherry sundae one is amazing. The dinosaur and yeti ones are a lot of fun. They're white hot chocolate, but they turn fun colors, and the unicorn one is the same. I will, however, not recommend the pumpkin spice one. And I'm usually a pumpkin spice girly, but non-gender specific girly there. But the pumpkin spice one, I don't know what it was. There was just something off about that particular one. Yes, Jilly, cherry sundae hot chocolate. Incredible. Incredible. I have 3 more packets of it, and then I think I need to hunt down some more. Pumpkin spice thoroughly. I've seen them at, I mean, all the places I've seen are going to be Canadian. Bulk Barn, grocery outlet, sometimes in like drugstores, like Shoppers and stuff, they'll have them. Usually it's like a little stand of single serve hot chocolates. We also got the... Thank you. Toot found the link. It's amazing. The Village Gourmet, right, that's what it is. I don't know what I was just saying. Oh yes, we also got... Costco has a gift set. We got it for ourselves because we are the greatest gift to ourselves. But it's a Grinch set of hot chocolate, and it's little tiny tins, and they each have 2 servings of hot chocolate, and it's like cinnamon and caramel and salted caramel, and I think like raspberry was one of them. Double chocolate was one of them. We've got all those to go to. Delicious. So I am currently stitching December 10th, FYI. I've also got s'mores, mint chocolate, and turtles. Yeah, got all of those. I really like hot chocolate. I've also got candy cane hot chocolate, but that's in a big tub from Tim's. And usually hot chocolate, being a milk product, doesn't contain citric acid, so I can drink it during the day. Yay, we love stuff that doesn't mess with my meds. Does that make you a mocha fan when it comes to coffee? Absolutely. I do enjoy a mocha. I do enjoy a mocha. Sometimes I'll make one just with instant coffee, and I'll just mix the instant coffee and the chocolate powder. But if you do that, you can't do the... I can't mix in the creamer first, because then the coffee doesn't melt. Melt? Dissolve? You still get crunchy coffee. DH lore. My very first job when I was 15 was working at Tim Hortons, which is a coffee shop chain here in Canada. The food's terrible, the coffee's terrible, but it's been around since the 60s and it's part of our Canadian identity, so everyone still goes there, even though the food and the coffee is terrible. The coffee wasn't bad before the early 2000s. And then there's a whole thing with Michael's. With McDonald's. You've seen a couple Tim Hortons here. Oh, I didn't know they had them in the UK. I know they do have them in like the northern-ish states. But yeah, my very first job was working there. This would have been 2002 maybe. And boy, have times changed. When I worked there, we only took cash. Did I not do... I didn't do that one. Okay. We only took cash. The menu was much more limited. And then to make a mocha, you literally just did a small hot chocolate and then poured coffee on top. Which is... that's a mocha. That's how you do a mocha. But now they've got like a separate powder for it that's got a coffee powder in it. We did a lot of experimenting with coffee in the day. Like, if you wanted a peppermint hot chocolate, it was a bag of peppermint tea under the hot chocolate machine. That was good. That was my go-to. Yeah, I used to work the late shift. Wasn't a bad job. It was a customer service job. This was also back when we had a baker on staff and most of the baked goods were actually made from scratch in-house. Now everything is frozen. Toot says we went to a Tim's the other day and after she opened her breakfast wrap, they had to point out that as an American, for now, they have to say that the level of disrespect Canadians put up with from Tim's is wild. Yeah, it's true. We put up with the shittiest food and the shittiest coffee and the shittiest donuts because it's Tim's and they get a pass. Oh, there's 45 in the UK. Interesting. I wouldn't bother trying them, to be real honest. I don't like being negative about stuff, especially if it's things that other people enjoy. I will say, I'm still tempted by some of the merch. They have a retro coffee mug, which looks like what the mugs looked like in the 90s. Because back when I worked there, and earlier, you would get, you would ask if you were like dine in or dine out, and you would actually get like a mug, like a ceramic mug of coffee for you to sit there and drink. So I remember those mugs very well. And I would like to pick one up, I think. Just trying to decide which is the next star in this little cluster. Okay, so I did that stitch, I did that stitch, I did that stitch. I did not do that star. Okay, I'm caught up now. When I was a very small little DH, we would go to visit my grandpa, and he was a very regular man. He walked to Tim Hortons every single morning. It was a good long walk too. 2, 4, 5. Every single morning he would walk to Tim Hortons. He would order a coffee and oh god, I think it was a cruller. A coffee and a cruller, a small coffee. Regular. regular in Canada means one cream, one sugar. And then he would sit and he would smoke and he would talk with all the other old people in town. And that was his routine every single day. And whenever we visited him, I would walk with him and then I would get a donut. And then when he passed, we went to the Tim Hortons and they gave us a mug and we put it in his coffin with him. That was back when Tim's was good. Cryptic says, I hear Tom talk about Timmy's often, figured they had at least a few. We went to one in Scotland before, one of the last times we were in Scotland, and it was okay. I don't remember it hugely well, other than it was like, oh, they have that here? Yeah. That's a great description of Tim Hortons. Oh, there's one here. We have a couple of chains like that. There's Pizza is a huge chain in Canada for pizza by the slice. And it's more like, oh yeah, I want pizza, but I don't really want to make any effort to find good pizza, and this one happens to be here. Nico! Thank you. Hello, hello. How are you doing, Miko? Very exciting. Miko sent me a couple pieces of art that I'm going to be cross-stitchifying. Very exciting. So keep an eye on that. I'll probably be working on that on stream this coming week. Hey, go ahead and welcome in. Cryptic says Tim's is the best grab and go we have, but every soccer mom makes the line 1.5 miles long. Yep. Yep, that sounds about right. Toot says we're almost late to our own wedding to grab Tim's. I know, we rolled up to our wedding in our street clothes because that's how you do it when you're a bride. We rolled up to the wedding in our street clothes in Toot's old land boat of a car with Tim's, and we walked up, we're like, hey, we're here. And the event organizer was like, you are the most relaxed brides I've ever worked with. Because this was back when I was a girl, so. Over. Put some respect on my Mercury Cougar's name. Thank you very much. The Mercury Cougar was an impressive car. She served us well. She served you well. And she was a great color. Gwen's doesn't have Tim's, but you're currently trying to decide if you want to brave pre-holiday traffic for Trader Joe's. Do it. Do it. Miko says I'm feeling like a hibernating bear, sleepy all the time. It's that time of year. It's a good time for hibernation, for rest, it's a good cauldron time of the year. I use this a lot, this phrase quite a bit, but it's a good year for letting things simmer, resting, saving up your energy for when the sun returns. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You can't be go 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 all the time. True, this past week has been a bit hectic. Yeah, so take a few minutes to prepare. Prepare yourself. Take easy, also important, as we say. But yes, I almost suggested, don't know who I thought I was, I almost suggested to Toot that we go to the mall today, just for a little bit of fun. The mall? On the Saturday before Christmas? No, thank you. We would have walked in and turned around and walked right back out. Well, we would have walked in, gotten bubble tea, and then walked out. Exactly, Miko. Mall at this time of year? In this economy? Yeah. My stomach apparently wants bubble tea because it just growled so loud. I'm surprised that the mic didn't pick it up. Maybe we would have checked Spencer's for the new Gus Fings. You think the nearest place to you for that hot chocolate stuff is Dublin? Oh no! That's a bit of a hike. A bit of a hike and a swim. What is nearest grocery stores in a mall? You avoid it. Saturdays, yeah. Yeah, we like to go to the Costco for deals and snacks and things. We will never go on a weekend. Like Tuesday morning is usually pretty quiet. So we'll go like right when it opens. While the soccer moms are still dropping the kids off at school. Cryptic just noticed my needle minder. This was actually I made this one. It was kind of a failed attempt at decoupage needle minders. So I'm not going to do this again, but I really like him, so I'm going to do this. Hey Gardens, welcome in. Gwen was considering going to Target, but then you remember what happened last time you went to a Target right before Christmas. Oh, that sounds so ominous. That sounds so ominous. Like you're just having like Vietnam flashbacks. The horrors. The horrors. Jilly wants to know what happened the last time. And Wanna uses delivery service, but for fresh produce you usually go. Yes, we also get grocery deliveries. We actually have one set up for after stream today, so we couldn't have gone out anyways. But sometimes going out for fresh produce is the best because they don't always have everything. Like I was looking for fresh for Pow, and like they're like, we don't have kale, and I'm like, yes you do. You have kale. Stop lying to me. Your kale is not out of stock. So she is getting some kale. I had to get bagged stuff instead of the crunchy stems that she likes, but she'll have kale and bok choy. Right now she has pellets and a banana, but she's mad at me, so she's not eating. Miko is being Boromir. One simply doesn't walk into Target before a holiday. The line for the checkout was almost around the entire store, and then when I finally got up to the checkout, I realized there was a separate line for the self-checkout. No. No. What did I do to her? What did I do to who? I've already forgotten what I said like 6 seconds ago. Commander, welcome in. And yes. Oh, Pow. I don't know why she's mad at me. I think because I haven't given her a bath in a while, I might let her soak for a bit. Might let her soak for a bit. But welcome in, Commander. And yes, Toot worked as a greeter at Walmart, and their first day was Black Friday. RIP. Pow said DH help. DH ignored. Pow leave. Yeah, that might be it. Or she's just grumpy about stuff. She's grumpy about stuff a lot. She has some pellets stuck on her face, which I need to wash off, so maybe she's just like, I don't want pellets again. Which is weird, because it's her favorite food. Miko has it. Toot ever recovered from working at Walmart on Black Friday. Oh, Miko just remember that Peter's mom brought you Christmas sweets this morning. Nice. Go get the Christmas sweets. Speaking of Christmas sweets and going to get a snack, it's actually it's time for us to take a break. I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to hydrate. So all of you guys get up, go grab a snack, get something to drink, and I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. You're not going to miss anything. If you are subbed, just enjoy the music. If you're not subbed, I enjoy the ads. And that way we can keep pre-rolls off for everyone else coming in. Okay. See you guys in 3.
Drink.
Welcome back, friends. Thank you for the breathe and stretch, Wanna. Alright, let's do a little stretch out here. I did do a bunch of stretching when I got up, but I need to stretch more during stream, even if it's just for a second. Especially when I'm stitching. I was stitching on the hoodie yesterday, And I don't know why the hoodies give me such bad gamer neck, but they really do. I think because like the hoodie itself bunches up, so the angle is weird. I get the worst gamer neck on the hoodies, and my shoulder was so sore by the end of the day, but I didn't realize it until I stopped stitching. I was like, oh, I maybe should have done a stretch. That's okay. Toot's drinking water. No, Toot's drinking a grape ghost. Commander has water. I haven't actually touched my advanced. I should probably drink that. That might help the pinging around of the thoughts. I did, however, get up and grab another project because I am currently stitching December 15th, so we're almost caught up. Like, catching up does not take very long on this project. I just need to sit down and do it. And not stopping and starting my threads has really, really helped. So I am doing a model / test stitch for myself. Hey Argyle, welcome in. And I was actually talking to Cryptic about model stitching last night, but I do rely a lot on, I mean, Toot does the vast majority of my model stitching, for which I am so grateful, but I do rely on the community for helping me out with testing as well. If you're interested in being a pattern tester, I did add the information. If I can get this. If I can remember my own command. I cannot. Testers. There we go. Okay. So if you are if you are interested in being a test / model stitcher, then you can check out that link. But yeah, a lot of community members will help me out with model stitching and stuff like that, which I so appreciate. You guys have no idea. Okay, I have one more day of 311. But I'm doing this one myself because I want to have it in my house. The link doesn't work? Oh no. Road. Oh shoot. That's weird. Did I move the... Okay, thank you. I will have to update that link. You sent me an approval type thingy for later. We're gonna get some cleaning done and we'll lurk for the time being. Okay, awesome. Toot, can you just do a reminder to fix the Run Fun link? Let's see if I can find it. I might have... Oh, I know what I did. I broke the link to it. I know what I did. Okay, this is a much longer link, but if you are interested in it... Oh my god, why can I not do... No, that's not the right thing. Ah! Alright, Control C. Copy. Control V. Enter. Cool. Now you know why I tried to do a shorter link. Reminder, fix yo shit. Okay, thank you. Cryptic says, God damn it, Toot. I was drinking that as I read it, almost spit it out. Alright, enjoy your lurk. Okay, where are we going now? Yes, have fun with the cleaning and the renos. I cannot wait to see what you end up doing with the office and such. Gwen has sadly escaped the bed. I apologize. I hope that you can return to the bed at an appropriate time and not too late. Also, I wanted to say to you guys, Toot, if you could please do a shout out for Moon. Moon Cross Stitches on Twitch with us, but tomorrow evening she has her regular cross stitch stream, but it is Yule tomorrow, which is the winter solstice, and I think she's doing a little something special for that involving tarot readings. So if you want to celebrate solstice with Moon, obviously I'm going to be there, Toot's going to be there. Definitely check that out tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be really fun. I think it's going to... I don't usually celebrate the Sabbats, but mainly because I forget to do it. But I think that's going to be a really nice way to celebrate Yule, is just spending time with friends. And I always say that whatever Sabbath it is, usually I like to celebrate with cleaning. You know, just kind of like refreshing the house, refreshing your space, sweeping out the negative energy and bringing in the good. That kind of idea. Right, so I need 517. I think you are 517. Let's just compare you. Yes, you are. Okay. Miko says if I won't be asleep, I'll definitely come watch. Yeah, like don't push yourself, because I know that your hours are different than ours, but yeah, it's gonna be lovely. Boop. Of course I split a stitch when I parked this. The dangers of using a tiny needle. Oh, no! Come on. Frickety frack. Boop. I realize that I do sound effects when I'm stitching. Especially when I'm frogging. Bloop. Gwen says, I really enjoyed stitching Frank last night. Oh, I'm so glad. I saw that you put him on your needle minder display. He's so cute. That really made me happy. Miko says, now that both your boyfriend and you have free time, you both stay up late and sleep through the morning, so maybe it'll wait, and maybe it'll work. Maybe. But yeah, I definitely make sound effects for stitching. I blurp and bloop. And plap. We've only got 2 more days to go. Hello. Hello, my son. Goodbye, my son. Off to the window he goes. I didn't even realize he was in the room. I just got jump scared. Handsome man drive by. One says the backstitching being 4 strands was peak. I'm glad. Yeah, it really makes it stand out, especially because it's supposed to be like really chunky stitching. on mine. Oh, he's off camera. Because I use 4 strands on this 7 count, my back stitch is actually 8 strands. Make it extra chunky. But yeah, it really makes it stand out. I also love, for some reason, the back stitch like hitched up over these 2 stitches, so he just looks a little bit extra concerned. I love it. His little face. Oh, he was so much fun to stitch. I'm thinking of doing another pattern with Frank that's like a pincushion. Because it would be pretty easy to make him into like a pillow type pincushion, but I might do like a bicornu pincushion or even a drum pincushion. I think that would be really fun. I've never made a drum. I know that they're pretty common in cross stitch, but I've never made one, so I'm interested. I also stitched Frank up last night. Such a fun stitch. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. And I'm seeing so many different colors. It's been great. I don't actually use pincushions, but I love making them. I love bicornu. They're so much fun. I have one, spoiler, there's going to be a bicornu for the freebie for February. And if you're not familiar with what that is, I don't actually have an example to hand, but it's like an 8-pointed stuffed pincushion. They look very cool. Commander's a bit over halfway done his Frank. You also love it so far? Aw. I'm so glad. I love when people stitch up my stuff. It makes me so happy. I love running across my stuff like in the wild as well. When I'm not expecting it. Oop. No, I have one more sparkle to do. Don't die on me now, thread. One more sparkle, we can make it. And then I'll fasten you off and it'll be fine. I probably won't need you again. This color is 0 to 5 Celsius. Where's my sneeps? Caesars. There they are. Should have done toot lengths. I think I did, but I've been using it. Alright, one more sparkle. One more, and then we are caught up. Well, one more leg, and then another sparkle. I am playing Floss Chicken just because I don't want to start another thread. Because I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to use this color again. The rest of the month. I think we might be well into the dark blue and purple. I have started doing toot lengths. I'm still giving Toot sass about it, but the toot lengths are very nice for when you have big blocks of stitching. You can get like 200 stitches out of one length of thread. Okay, come on. You can do it. We got 2 more stitches. Go, little thread, go. Hi, Gigi boy. Hi. It's handsome man time. With your host, a handsome man. You're gonna sit your butt down right in front of my pattern, aren't you? Nope. Thank you for the appreciation. Gigi boy, would you like some treats while Daddy packs up this this project? Yeah, let's get you some treats, okay? Yeah, you know what it means when I open this drawer all the way. I used to keep the treats in the front of my drawer, and then someone figured out how to get the drawer open enough that he could get the bag of treats out. So now they live all the way in the back of the drawer. There you go, baby boy. He's a good boy. I'm not feeding him treats in the camera because I don't like getting treats on my fingers, especially when I'm stitching. Yeah, who's a good boy? Who's a blowing out the camera boy? Alright, we're gonna let Gigi do that. I'm gonna finish this last stitch on the last day that we're doing, which is December 19th. So the 31st is... '31st is a Wednesday. I thought it was a Monday. Oh, that's too bad. I was gonna say it would be really cool if I could finish this on stream on the 31st. I could finish it on stream on the 1st. Maybe I'll do that during co-working on Thursday, or maybe I'll just finish it off stream. Who knows? Gigi boy, you like your treats? I know they're the Temptations treats with the stuff in the middle. Yeah, they're not your icky healthy treats that you won't eat. Toot's piece now says vague cryptid, less void. No, more void. We need more void. GG. Okay, here. Alright, so here's my piece. We did all of this now. Okay. Are you leaving because I used you as a display piece? Are you leaving because you're done your treats? You can't have more treats. Toot says I just want to smooch the top of his head. I know, he's such a good boy. Hang on a second. I don't know if you guys heard that. He's purring his little brains out. I put the microphone right up to his mouth. Okay. So let's see if I can show you this real quick. So we did the these dark colors up here because it's getting cold. Okay, I'm not showing you this apparently. But yes, thank you for keeping me company while I got caught up on that. Let's pack this up nice and neat so that there's no dangling threads for certain children to get into. I've been using these zipper bags from Michael's to keep the threads and the projects together. And I toss in a needle minder and a needle as well. Ta-da! Although I need to find better labels because these ones just peel right off. Okay, so done that. Amazing. GG, can I start a new project? Gigi boy. This is just the Gigi show. I'm just living in it. He's still purring. Gigi, I'm sorry. I need my pattern. I know. Okay, I picked up the smooch. It did not pick up his purse. Toot says, let me know if you need me to come distract him. Nah, he's good. He's a good boy. Just gonna have a little sip of my hot chocolate. I know you guys are all just here for the kids anyways. You hang out with Frank. Alright, so we're getting a new project started. It is on this 18 count black, so I need a needle minder and I need a needle. I've got all my floss in here. I don't know how well you can see that. So let's my needle book is over here. And it is a skeleton winter piece, so a little smoochy for Gigi. What kind of needle minder shall we go for? I may have one or two. I may be slightly obsessed with needle minders. It's fine. It's whatever. We're gonna go for this OG one. Perfect background for Frank? Yeah. We're gonna go with this needle minder. This piece is going to be released in the middle of January-ish. And it is called Warm Winter Bones. Gigi just wants to be cool with tattoos like Mr. Cryptic. Yeah, Gigi's a big fan of Mr. Cryptic. He likes watching him hunt the ghosties. Get in the frame! When I decide which projects are hibernating, which aren't, I will probably switch this into a Nurge. But for now, I'm using one of these Ruby frames. One of my cheap Amazon frames that have the same ridge that the Nurge do. I love that my captions turned the word Nurge into nerd. It just seems very fitting. Alright, where is the center of the piece? It's right there. I am not doing black as my first color. I'm not as unhinged as Toot. Although, honestly, Toot's method of stitching is probably the most hinged thing, because it's so intensely regular. There's no chaos. There's no improvisation. Yeah, I said it right. Oh, I'm not gonna try and say that word anymore. It's fine. There's no winging it. There we go. Toot says tism. Thanks, it's the autism. Because if you aren't familiar, Toot will start with the color that has the most stitches, no matter what the color is, no matter where the color is. And then we'll do next, we'll finish that color in its entirety, and then go to the color that has the least number of stitches, and then finish that in its entirety, and then repeat, which results in some really interesting progress pictures. But it's also really impressive. Like, I don't know, I find a lot of stuff about Toot's stitching habits and stitching progress really impressive. False, you start with the middle stitch first. Oh, sorry. I was misinformed by Susan. Oh no. 28, are you gonna betray me? Are you gonna make me on stream use a needle threader? Please, 28, don't do this to me. Please. You can't. And on big pieces like Leshy and the Cuddly Cryptids, you work in a line. You're out of brains. But still, you have a process. A very strict process that you follow. And it's soothing. I can see how that structure would be soothing. It doesn't work for me. It'll work for me for like a week, and then I need to do something different. I'm finding that the typewriter method... Frickin' needle. Miko says you stitch in a similar style, always do the most used color fully, then the less used, and so on until you do the small details. Same brain. I'm really enjoying the typewriter method because it is the sense of structure that removes the need to make decisions, because you know the stitching itself dictates what's next. However, you're always switching colors. Like it's got that novelty and almost immediate results that our dopamine fueled brains needs. So I'm really enjoying that on larger pieces. On any piece, really. I started kind of doing it on Baffy. My alien Baffy. Which is great because I really want to see how the colors play together on that one. Okay, we're finally ready to start stitching. It's only been 10 minutes. Miko says, I understand, that could be cool too. Yeah, so typewriter method is when you you basically stop at the you start at the top, and the first stitch you start with that color. Gigi, there's stuff on my desk. Deal with it. He's very angrily flicking this shed skin around. I'm just gonna move that. So the very first color, you do one thread of that color, and then you go, like, you work across and down, complete, and do one thread, and then you go back up to the top, and the next color that you need, you do one thread of that. So you're filling in as you go. So it does kind of like come together from the top, and then the color like trickles down. I really like I really like the effect of it. Okay. Toot says that was such a random aside. Oh yes, I've got a pile of shed skin on my desk. Look, it's me. Of course I have a pile of shed skin on my desk. Hey Lady Gay, welcome in. I have a black cat, a bottle of hot sauce, a bottle of tacky glue. Do not confuse the two. Shed skin, a controller, a bottle of kids NyQuil. Like, my desk is just a random collection of stuff. To clarify, it's snakeskin, not human. Yes. It is snakeskin. Because says my desk do be messy. With all the snakes you have, it would be weird if you didn't have some shed skin. Yeah, Jenny just shed and I haven't grabbed the jar to put his shed in yet, so it's just hanging out on my desk. Also, I wanted to make sure it was completely dry before I put it in the jar, because he drags them through his water dish, so I don't... There we go. So this is Jenny. He was a good boy. It came in like 2 pieces, and it might have been in 1 piece and then I broke it, I'm not sure. He's doing little, like, curly paws. Miko says it's so funny that you gotta clarify it. Oh, look at that Tommy. Look at that Tommy, my little himbo boy. Yeah. Free tummy in this economy? Yeah. Can I stitch now? This is a cross-stitch stream, Gigi. It's not a Gigi stream. First he was display stand, now he is on display. Yeah, Gigi. You're a good boy. You changed what color was highlighted, but that's okay. I can figure it out. Gigi, you're such a good boy. Okay, no more pets. Pets, no more. Just do 7 stitches across. I'm at 5. I was having a small mentee bee over picking the fabric for this piece because I really wanted to do it on a like royal blue, light navy type fabric, but I don't have any. So I ended up going with this black because everything looks good on black. But I might need to order some more solids. Dark solids. I have a lot of like baby blue, baby pink, white, cream. Toot says that is my cat. I can cuddle him anytime I want, and I do. I am still just aching with cute aggression right now. I know. He's so precious. If you want to come down and get him, you can. Oh, he just bumped into my hand. Did you guys see that? I moved my hand like this and he bumped against it so I could give him love. Oh, look at the stretchy beans. We got stretchy beans. We got Tom. I don't know if you guys heard any of that. Oh, my camera just turned off. Good, I'm so glad you guys could hear it. Here we go. You don't want to disturb his love and daddy time. You got live purrs! Oh, I'm so glad that worked. He was like, why is my daddy so close and not smooching me? Because I've got a headset mic, right? So I had to like put my face right next to his face. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're the reason all the people are here. The people love you. You're public. You're adoring public. Public. Yeah. Now you can kind of see why all of my projects pick up cat hair like nobody's business. Especially this 18 count black. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I am matching. Can't even tell the difference. This 18 count black picks up cat hair like nothing else. I keep a lint roller. It's not on this desk, it's on my other desk. Just so I can lint roll in the middle of a project because it gets so fuzzy. But that's okay. We love the reason it's fuzzy. DK says, I'm surprised Early hasn't demanded her cam time. She was here earlier. She was here for the first little bit of stream. And she was on the desk, like, all morning hanging out with me. So Early had her desk time, and then she went to have a nap on the bed. And then Gigi came. Early probably doesn't even know Gigi's in here. She is asleep. She is comfy. During the day, if she's not in my office, she's on the bed, curled up, fast asleep. It's very cute. Gwen has completed Saturday morning adulting. Let's go, Gwen. Amazing. Let's heckin' go. I think I have completed my Saturday morning adulting. Fed the kids, did litter boxes, unloaded the dishwasher, did hand washes, fed myself, fed Toot, fed Pow. Took my meds. I think my morning adulting is all finished. Filled the water jugs. Yep. Yeah. Even updated my household to-do list this morning. You know, that list of like stuff that you need to do around the house that isn't urgent and it's kind of big that you just need to get done at some point. I updated that list. He is still purring and his tail is going, is flick-flacking all over the desk. But you guys can't see it because it's off screen. Surprised you can't hear it. He's womp thumping away. Toot says he just wants to hide from Sam. Yeah, this is his single mom bathroom camping experience. You're just a single mom who works too hard. Yeah, you are. I'll probably talk about this a little bit more next stream because we'll be close to the end of the year. But are you guys doing anything, any like big plans for the new year? Are you doing any special starts? I know some people do a Christmas Eve start, a Christmas Day start, a New Year start. 12 cast-ons is something that a lot of people do. Toot plans on sleeping. Yeah, New Year's Eve we will be in bed at 10. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, we are shifting. You have to put your paw there, baby. There's nothing for you to hang on to there. Toot says, let's be so for real. A new Stardew or Minecraft, probably. Yes. Yeah. I would be so down for watching you do a Stardew. Gwen ordered a new desk last week. Half of the order was out for delivery last Tuesday, and then went back to the FedEx facility, and the other package has been out for delivery since Thursday morning. Oh, that's so frustrating. Like, if you're not going to deliver it, just leave it in one spot so I can come get it. Rico has Christmas plans with your family, partner's family, and some free time, New Year with a few friends. That sounds lovely. Yeah, I don't foresee any big plans for us. In terms of crafting, I was pondering a New Year, New Start. Probably not. Like I said, I've got lots of stuff that I want to work on and stuff that I have to work on for the shop. It's also stuff I want to work on. Like, when I say that I'm working on shop samples, it's not like I'm dragging myself to do it. It's all stuff that I want in our house, that I want to exist in our house, and I'm very excited about stitching, which is why I have 5 of them on the go at the same time, because I'm very excited about stitching all of them. Mika says also, I don't know if that counts, but I want to get into knitting soon. Absolutely counts. You should do it. Do the thing. Knit all the things. Gwen has no planned new starts, but sometime in January they're hoping to host a cross-stitch cult indoctrination party. Yes, that sounds like so much fun. Are you gonna get robes for them? Or just cross-stitch supplies? We want to, we may be welcoming a new member into the cult very shortly. We may have influenced a person or two with our spooky stitching. Miko says I want to start making my own clothes, so maybe also sewing. Ooh, that'd be so cool. I cannot sew for the life of me. I'm very impressed by people who can. Very, very impressed by people who can. Yeah, I'm hoping for just a chill, cozy week next week. No big planned starts. Hoping for maybe a finish or two. We'll see. This piece I'm starting has 3,273 stitches, so it's entirely possible that I might finish this before the end of the year. Since I'm going to be working on it. But who knows? We shall see. Honestly, what I want to do is just all the tiny plastic canvas cryptids. That's what I want to do. Make a little garland of them. I think that would be super cute. But priorities exist in our thing. I also might need to get more plastic canvas because I only have one piece of it, like one 12 by 18 piece of it. I cut into already for Frank. Alright, how many rows of bone do you have before your eyes is 4. But I hope you guys will come out for some of the streams next week too, because they're going to be fun, chill. I don't have a lot of administrative work to do this week, so I'll probably be doing some sample stitching and some designing. So yeah, it'll be a couple of fun working streams. And then of course our chatty Saturday stream. Toot is going to be streaming all next week. They are live again tomorrow morning with Ghost Church. I will probably be Van Princessing for them. We shall see. I love how blown out this camera is by the black boys that you can't even see what I'm stitching on. It's just a blob. But yeah, Toot will be live tomorrow with Ghost Church Phasmophobia, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday again next week. So whatever you're up to, if you need some company in the mornings, we got you covered. We got you covered. Lady K says, I can hand stitch, no problem. I just keep having communication issues with sewing machines. That sounds, that's very accurate. I also have communication issues with sewing machines. I feel like there's some animosity. I feel like there's some animosity there that I am unaware of the source. But yeah, it may, it's a long-standing feud. Ooh, no belly. Okay, got you. No belly. You do chest instead. Fiance is kind enough to do big stitches on her machine for me. That's nice. That's good that you have that collaborative spirit. Hi. Okay. I have done a little bit of hand stitching recently to like size down my grime guards. I just did a running stitch around the outside of them, to make them a little bit smaller to work with nurges instead of Q-snaps. Hey, baby boy. Yeah. You look like a giant chonk man right now. I know you are not. You just have a big ol' butt. But yeah, you're... Okay, we're holding pause now. We're not holding pause. Gigi, are you getting overstimulated and punishing me for it? Because I'm not your mother. Big flickies with the tail. Yeah, I know. Stream's almost over, and then you can stop harassing me and go harass Moma instead. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to do the big announcement today. I completely forgot. Okay, I'm doing the big announcement now. I was supposed to do the big announcement today. Heck, okay, hang on guys. Hang on guys. I have an announcement to make. As soon as I can find the thing that I was supposed to announce that I forgot. That I forgot to announce. Oh, this is Norman Bates. Okay. We're running a sale! So, if you guys are looking for any of our patterns on any of our shops, Toot, if you could just throw up shop, please. We are running a 30% off all patterns Boxing Week, so that's going to start January 26th. No, it's going to start December 26th to January 1st. I'm going to announce this on socials after stream. You guys will see. I mean, I might have already announced it on socials, who knows. But yes, we are having a Boxing Week sale. So if you got a little bit of money in your stocking from Santa and you want to throw it our way, 30% off all patterns on both Etsy and Coffee. And that starts the 26th. So yes, big announcement that I forgot to do. I was going to make it a whole thing and I forgot. So we're doing it in the last 5 minutes of stream. Hello, Mike. Welcome in. I am now getting kisses on my little hand. Let's see. Oh, now you stop? No more kisses for Daddy? Okay. So yes, if you'd like to check us out, so the sale is running from Friday onwards. So I will mention it again next Saturday as well. But yeah, tell your friends, tell your family. Even if you favorite the shop on Etsy and favorite the patterns that you like and don't actually buy anything, it does help us show up in the search results. So that is one no cost way that you can support us as well. Mike is just back from setting up some holiday decorations. Very lovely. We don't have any holiday decorations for this holiday. It's just Halloween year round. Halloween year round. But tomorrow is solstice. So if you celebrate, I wish you a very happy solstice. And like I said, Moon is going to be doing a special stream with some tarot readings. So definitely hop in and check her out. Miko says off topic, I don't know what kind of magic is that, but your streams really help you get into a more creative state. I'm so glad. I think it's just hanging out with someone else who's doing something crafty makes you want to do something crafty. And it's just it's a chill, cozy vibe. Thank you for doing the shout out for Moon. I actually think we're gonna get wrapped up here because I'm about done here. And I've been going for 2 hours. I talked for 3 whole hours Thursday night. I keep saying Wednesday night. So I'm sorry about the camera being so blown out for the last little bit. That's what happens when Gigi is on the scene. But I know you guys also enjoy the Gigi time. But I think I am going to wrap up stream there. Sorry for the hi-bye, Mike. Gonna take a little sip of hot chocolate. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. This has been a really lovely stream. Just grabbing my keyboard here. Miko sending lots of hearts. Lana, you are so welcome. You're so welcome. Hey, thanks. Congrats on the streak. Well, you'll see the announcement on all of the socials as well. So no worries about that. All right, so check out the shop. Sales. Check out the Patreon. I am going to be doing our monthly newsletter sometime in the next week. So if you want to know all of the happenings, all the goings on, if you want some more exclusive pet pictures, you can sign up as a free Patreon member and you will get that in your inbox, and then you'll also get January's freebie in your inbox on the 1st as well. Trying to think what else I need to plug. I think that's it. No, I need to plug Toot. Go follow Toot. if you weren't there on Friday's stream, Toot's actually added the co-working widget to their streams. So if you are watching and body doubling along with them, then you can use the same task list that I have going on during my co-working streams, which was so helpful during Friday's stream. I really enjoyed it, so definitely go check that out. And yeah, okay, so if you guys will hang out just one more second, we will find someone to raid out to. I'm attempting to use my mouse with Gigi's help here. I'm just gonna do the raid. If you are subbed, grab the first raid message. If you are not subbed, grab the second raid message. And let's see who is online. Live dog grooming, interesting. Alright, we're gonna go see Zerostana. And Zerostana, if you don't know, they are the owner of String Theory Needleworks, Needle Arts, sorry, and she carries our patterns in print. So let's go hang out with Zerostana, and yeah, that'll be so nice. So I'm gonna start the raid here. So my friends, thank you for joining us. I will see you in the Discord server. I'll see you in the coffee shop. I'll see you at Gigi's next runway show because he's such a himbo model. But most importantly, my friends, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.